Good evening and welcome to High School Football on Vype. My name is Jeff Biggs. I am joined by Josh Cook and BK Rodriguez with us as well. And we are ready for Second Baptist and the Woodlands Christian Academy. Thank you for spending part of your Friday night with us. Josh Cook, good evening to you, my friend. We had a storm blow through here earlier this afternoon. The rain and the clouds are gone, but the wind is still with us.
Well, it might be also because we're way up here, too. You know, the good thing for Second Baptist School, if it does stay windy, they've got a pretty good running back coming out of the backfield in Eli Smith and
yes.
the Villanova commit. And, I mean, coming into this game for me, he was hands down the player to watch. 720 yards rushing. He averages 6 yards a carry, 11 touchdowns on the year. Villanova got a steal on him, I think.
No doubt about that. And looking forward to seeing Eli Smith as we get later into the season. Hard to believe it. Seems like just yesterday we were kicking things off, and now here we are in the middle of October. So, Josh Cook, I know you did a great job before the game on the pregame show, very extensive pregame show. Give me a feel of what's at stake here tonight in this matchup of two 5-1 teams.
Well, you go to the history books for this one, and Second Baptist School has absolutely owned this district over, the last 8 years. 8 straight district championships. They're going for district win 30 in a row tonight. And as I said in my pregame show, there's only a certain number of high school football teams in Texas that get to say they've won this many district games in a row, and it's usually Katie's and Aledo's and teams like that. So Second Baptist School has done a really good job of kind of protecting their porch. As Terry Pirtle has said, they've been to 3 straight state semifinals. They know how to win football games. They know how to win districts. And I think that's the feeling. I think they feel like, they win football games in October and November. They go undefeated, and that's what they do to take care of business and sweep their porch and win district again. And TWCA is going to have to step up because they took it on the chin last week against Fort Bend Christian Academy to see if they can respond and beat a very good Second Baptist School team.
I'm wondering, looking back, was that loss last week maybe a look ahead by the Warriors? Maybe they got caught looking ahead a little bit to this big matchup?
Potentially. I mean, it's a really good Fort Bend Christian Academy team. I think, even us at Vype, we were sleeping on Fort Bend Christian Academy. They had suffered 3 big losses on the year and didn't really know how good of a football team they were going to be. But Brady Devers is a really good quarterback. That offense is really good. They can go. I think they showed that last week. And if it all lines up right, Fort Bend Christian Academy and Second Baptist School could collide at the end of the season for that district championship.
All right, well, we'll break down more of those scenarios coming up, but we are ready to get this game underway. As the late, great Chick Hearn used to say, we are high above the field here at Second Baptist. We are looking down and ready to kick this game off between the Second Baptist Eagles and the Woodlands Christian Academy Warriors. Beautiful night for football. I mean, it's perfect. Aside from the breeze, it's an absolutely beautiful fall night. We were expecting a cold front to hit the area. Not quite yet. It's probably going to arrive in the middle of the night or this morning. But nonetheless, Second Baptist is going to kick things off, and the Woodlands Christian Academy is going to get the ball first here in this huge matchup on a Friday night.
Yeah, they're really good. Running back Rorik Harkins is waiting for it.
All right, so there is the kick, picking up by Harkins, and he takes it at the 20, 25, gets hit, stays on his feet, and goes down now at about the 24-yard line. Decent return, and that's where the Warriors will start things off. So tell us about their offense a little bit, Josh.
Yeah, Rorik Hawkins, the guy that just returned the ball. He's the player to watch tonight. 81 carries for 760 yards on the season. He kind of mimics Eli Smith a little bit. When you look at the stat lines, they've kind of matched the stat lines this season. He averages, 9.4 yards per carry. So this Second Baptist School defense is going to have to slow him down.
And who do we got at quarterback?
And it should be Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
He comes on the year 53% of the passes he's completed for the year.
Okay. So there is Johnson in the shotgun to start things off, and it's going to be a handoff to Hawkins, who gets a nice hole. He's got a first down and more all the way to the 39-yard line. That's a nice run to start things off.
Well, that's what I was wondering to see tonight, is how they were going to come out, and bam, right off the bat, Rorik Harkins right up the middle, and he getting a nice push from his offensive lineman Colby Gorman and Connor Barham in the middle.
So no huddle here for the Warriors. Johnson, another handoff to Hawkins, keeps it again, a little penetration, but is still able to break free for a couple of yards. didn't get the 11 like last time. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 8 out to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Karsten Chambers on the tackle there for Second Baptist School as they were able to bottle up the middle on that play.
2nd down coming up. You can hear the crowd here. Packed house tonight at Second Baptist for this huge game in a matchup of 5-1 teams. Josh Johnson, shotgun, rolls out to his left. Going to keep it. He's going to hang on to it, cuts back to the middle, and gets a 1st down. So a good heads-up running. Didn't try to get too greedy, didn't try to get too much or get too cute. Just cut it back to the middle and was able to pick up another 1st down.
Yeah, and great job. I mean, it kind of shows you that maybe this field has dried out since that rain this afternoon, because the first 3 plays for TWCA have been on the ground, and no one is slipping and sliding yet as they get going.
Great point there, Josh. All right, so the Woodlands Christian Academy already at midfield now on this opening drive. There's a handoff to Hawkins, who gets wrestled and thrown down to the ground. Beautiful tackle there in the open field. Still able to pick up, though, about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Yeah, great job there. Once again, I think that was that Rorik Hawkins again? Was that Hawkins up the middle? I believe it was. He picks up 2.
But a good physical tackle there for Second Baptist. And that'll bring up a 2nd down now and about 8. There's another hand. Oh, fake. It's a keep. It's a keep by the quarterback, Johnson, who gets another 1st down. Slides and falls down right after getting past the marker. So another trick play. We thought it was going to be a handoff to Hawkins, but Johnson kept it, took off, and again, able to get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, Josh Johnson on the season, he came into this night with 348 rushing yards, so he can run the football.
That's very, very good. Little slippage on that play, so it looks like maybe in the middle there, Josh. It's a little slippery. There's another handoff to Hawkins right up the middle. Gets about 5 yards until he's finally brought down. But good, hard running again right up the middle for the Woodlands Christian Academy.
Yeah, you can see Rorik Hawkins' white jersey is all muddy now. Someone's going to need some extra bleach this week over at TWCA, because he's getting his jersey dirty.
So you got the Woodlands Christian Academy with kind of the Penn State uniforms, if you will. And there's another handoff to Hawkins. Got a big hole to his left, and he gets just to the 1st down marker, maybe more, but a little collision there for Second Baptist on that tackle. A little friendly fire.
It looks like they've actually rotated in Ryan Leslie, the backup running back now.
Okay.
So that was his, I believe, his 2nd carry. I think he took the carry before as well. And he came into this game with 547 yards rushing. So a little thunder and lightning coming out of that TWCA backfield.
Thunder and lightning reference. I like that. All right, we got a timeout on the field, and we are going to take a timeout as well, but a very good, promising opening drive here for the Woodlands Christian Academy, trying to get the big win on the road. 8:09 left to go in the first quarter. No score yet between Second Baptist and the Woodlands. All right, we are back, ready for live action here at Second Baptist. Jeff Biggs, Josh Cook, Enrique Rodriguez, thank you for joining us on this Friday night. Second Baptist and the Woodlands Christian Academy, the Warriors of the Woodlands, have the ball here inside Eagles territory right now. First down coming up at about the 27-yard line. Josh Johnson, shotgun. Rolls out to his right, keeps it, couldn't get rid of it, and he is brought down for a huge loss. So busted play there, Josh Cook.
Yeah, big defensive end Austin Courtney getting into the backfield finally. I mean, when you've dialed up 7 straight runs to open the game, eventually you're going to start blitzing your DNs a little bit to get into the backfield, because all they're doing right now is running the ball. You got to wonder, are they going to maybe play action it a little bit, throw it downfield, or just the wide receivers there to look at for this game?
I think maybe for a moment, Josh Johnson was thinking about it, but then had to pull it in and take off and run, and it was too late. So here we go, big second down, rolling out to his right again. This looks like the same play. He's looking to throw again, has to pull it down, and he's dropped again. Maybe picked up a couple of yards, but he's still nowhere near the close to the original line of scrimmage. So a big third down coming up now here for Second Baptist on defense.
Yeah, starting linebacker Kyle Colmorgan chases him down. I saw a tweet earlier this week. Kyle Colmorgan averages his speed of his sprint is 15.8 miles per hour. So you're not going to outrun that guy.
That's great.
He's going to come get you at that linebacker position.
All right, so we got a third and almost 15 here, right? Third and 15 at about the 32, 33. And different quarterback in there. It's another handoff to Hawkins, who gets stopped almost immediately, gets a couple of yards, but still going to be 12, 13 yards short of the first down. So fourth down coming up here, and I'm wondering if the Woodlands is going to go for it. Looks like the offense is staying on, unless they're going to have the quarterback punt, which we do see a lot in high school football. No, Josh Cook, they are going to go for it. Receiver wide to the left and to the right. Johnson in the shotgun, has a runner right behind him. Johnson looking under pressure, throws deep. He's got a man open near the end zone, almost picked off though by Second Baptist. That ball just kind of hung up there, and the Eagles defender was able to jump right in front of it, couldn't pull it in, but was able to easily deflect it and knock it down, and Second Baptist will take over on downs.
Yeah, Hank Nance, the starting cornerback, jumps up and just knocks the ball down. Great job there, because what he did was he didn't try to go up and get the interception, because he's at the 2-yard line. You don't want to really start your offense there.
Right.
Instead, he just goes up and swats the ball down.
Yeah, very heads-up play there, Josh. You're right. Very heads-up play. And so great field position here for the Eagles, who will start at their own 31-yard line. There's the handoff. There's Eli Smith. Rolls out to his right. Big run. He's got space. There he goes. 50, 40, 35, and out of bounds. Welcome to the game, Eli Smith.
That's an effective play to start your game. Eli Smith busting one off. I mean, you see his vision. He doesn't run, crazy. Just takes his time, lets the blocks develop, and boom, flips the field just like that.
Beautiful run there. 34 yards, I believe, on that run. Inside the 35-yard line. So we got Eli Smith and a quarterback for Second Baptist. There's another handoff to Smith, goes to his right again. Gets about 5-6 yards. He'll take that.
Yeah, Eli Smith, 35 yards on that first run of the game, and then, give him another 5-6. I mean, he's going to rack them up pretty quick tonight.
Turner Murdoch, the quarterback, and we've got offsides. A little movement there, a little early action for Second Baptist, and this one's going to move back 5 yards. Oh, they called it on Woodlands. Wow, okay. There you go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he did jump, looking at the replay.
Yeah, what's crazy about that Woodlands Christian Academy, that opening drive, they did do a good job of keeping the ball out of Second Baptist School's hands. They ran more than 6 minutes off that clock.
Yes, they did. Great point. Murdoch, shotgun. Hands off to Smith, who goes to his left this time, tries to turn it outside, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard before being pushed out of bounds. So good stop there by the Warriors. A little surprising because it was on the short side of the field and just was not able to open up or develop. So second down here now for Second Baptist at about the 22-yard line. Their first possession of the game. Turner Murdoch keeps it, throws, fires, and that is incomplete. Was that intended for Grayson Kim?
I believe so, and they've optioned in. Eli Smith heads to the sideline, and they've optioned in Everett Skillern and Hank Harris, the tight end, on this package. It's third down package.
Okay. So third and a long 8. You need to get to inside the 12. Murdoch, shotgun, keeps it, fakes, throws, got a man, caught, first down and more. Is that Skillern down to the 5-yard line?
Yeah, it looks like it was actually Karsten Chambers, the slot wide receiver. Only his 12th reception on the season, and it puts him over 100 yards receiving on the year.
Josh, my apologies. I know we have a lot of parents watching these games. We just can't see the numbers.
I brought my binoculars. Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you, buddy. All right. Here's a handoff to Murdoch. He gives up the middle, and that is, looks like Skillern in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Everett Skillern.
5-yard touchdown run. He's in. There you go. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, Everett Skillern, he's the backup running back. That's his 30th carry on the year, his 5th touchdown of the season. Really, you saw that a lot last year.
All right, here's the 2-point try. Looks like Skillern's got it and has to throw it away. They tried a trick play to go for 2. Skillern ended up with it. Busted play, no good. Had to throw it away out of bounds, so the Eagles will have to settle for 6. But I was very impressed with that 5-yard run because it was really a second and third effort there by Skillern to get into the end zone. He took some contact beyond the line of scrimmage, moved past that, got hit again right before the goal line, and was able to work his way into the end zone.
Well, they lined up their starting, their all-state linebacker. That's really, Everett Skillern's really good on defense. He's an all-state linebacker from last year, and last season, he was kind of hurt throughout the season, working his way back, and it was really Smith and Skillern in that backfield for TWCA. At Second Baptist School. He hasn't really run as much as he did last year, but they put him in those select packages down by the goal line where they optioned him in. It's because of that strength, how strong he is to get into the end zone. Great drive by Second Baptist School to just knock about 2.5 minutes off the clock and get in for the end zone.
And to your point too, I like the way that they took the momentum away from the Woodlands Christian Academy. That was a very impressive start for the Warriors, and they were denied on 4th down, and Second Baptist responded. Here is the kick, picked up at the 5, going to keep it, and a little slippage there. The Second Baptist player that went for the tackle slipped and fell down. Fortunately, didn't result in a big gain. Stopped at the 15-yard line, and that's where the Warriors will start now for their second drive.
Yeah, and if you're keeping track at home, that was a 7-play, 69-yard scoring drive by Second Baptist School that took 2.5 minutes off the clock, capped off by the 4-yard touchdown run by Everett Skillern.
There you go. Thank you, Josh Cook. So we'll see what the Warriors of the Woodlands Christian Academy come back with here. A very deflating start to this game. You're on the road, big game, very nice drive. You get stopped on 4th down, and then you end up giving a quick, big drive to fall behind 6-0. There's Josh Johnson with another handoff to Hawkins, who gets about 4, maybe 5 yards. Good run again.
I really like Rorick Hawkins. Just his running style. He's just a quick runner, finds the hole. He's a little guy, just kind of dives in there, and you got to get a good tackle on him, or he's going to get away from you.
Yeah, he's very slippery, very elusive, very quick, like you said, and he does a really good job of cutting back inside and finding those seams. Second down here for the Warriors. Johnson, shotgun, looking, fires, has a man, no, it was knocked down. It had a guy wide open for a first down, but the ball never made it there.
It'll be interesting to see what they draw up here for this third down because they're pinned so far back in the Second Baptist School territory. I mean, do you go back to Rourke Hawkins? It's been working for him. 5 carries for 25 yards thus far tonight.
Third down and about 6. The Warriors need to get beyond the 26-yard line. Johnson fires, has a man caught for the first down. They move him back, but he's going to have the initial forward progress, and that's going to keep this drive alive for the Woodlands.
Yeah, great pass there to Blake Wiley. Came into this game averaging 15 yards a catch on the season, so I mean he averages over a first down every time he catches the ball, and they're able to finally get their first pass completion of the night.
There it is, as Josh Cook pointed out, the first pass completion of the night for the Eagles, for the Warriors I should say, going up against this Eagles defense. First down, Johnson gives to Hawkins again, and he's got a huge hole. He's across midfield 50, he's going to go all the way. They're not going to catch him. Hawkins into the end zone, touchdown.
Wow.
An electrifying run.
72 yards. Rourke Hawkins, welcome to the game tonight. Just like that, bing, bang, boom, he's over 100 yards. And what you saw, he had 2 defenders on the outside that could have gotten him, and he just turned the jets on at about the 40 and was just on a foot race and absolutely gone. The speed is there, and Rourke Hawkins was like, all right, Eli Smith, I see you. This is my show, and I'm going to bring it.
That was next level right there. I mean, he got to midfield, and like you said, Josh Cook, he turned on the jets, and he was gone. Here's the extra point try. We've got wind here, but they're still able to get it through. And just like that, the Woodlands Christian Academy Warriors take the lead over Second Baptist 7-6 with 1:44 left to go here in this thrilling, action-packed first quarter. You're listening and watching high school football on Vype. Welcome back to Second Baptist High School football tonight on Vype. Jeff Biggs, Josh Cook, Enrique Rodriguez. Thrilling first quarter, thrilling start to this game with the Woodlands Christian Academy about to kick off after taking the lead here 7-6 late in the first quarter. There is the kick. Second Baptist Eagles. That looks like Grayson Kim, who picks it up at his 10, brings it to across the 30. Good little run there, all the way to about the 33-yard line. So nice return, and we'll see what the Eagles can do here now on their second drive of the game after a nice opening drive to find the end zone. They weren't able to connect on the 2-point try, but we've seen a lot of good things so far in this game early on offensively.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they're going to answer here after TWCA kind of punched back now.
There's a handoff to Smith, who gets stopped, gains a couple, but not much there. So second down and 8 coming up here with Turner Murdoch at quarterback, Smith right behind him. to Smith, who tries to his left now, tries to cut it back right, and no go.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see the effects of that rain from this afternoon, and I think on a dry field, Smith might have been able to put his foot in the ground and really get going, and he just slipped. And then on the defensive side of the ball, it was Sean Kane who came in, the inside linebacker, with the tackle, and that's exactly what he did. I mean, looking through binoculars, it looked like he tried to really dig that foot in that middle of the field. You can see it from up here. It's really, really wet right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh, I don't know if that's where the drain is, but it just seems like that area right there, kind of in the middle of the field, middle to the left, seems to be really muddy and saturated. So here's another handoff, and that's to, is that Kim? Who was that?
No, it's J.D. Crisp, the wide receiver. They brought him on a jet sweep, and they're going to give him the first down.
There you go. Okay, nice pickup there. Seems like Second Baptist has had, again, they haven't had a ton of plays because the opening drive went so quickly as we have a timeout. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. But they've had more success going to their right so far in this game. All right, after one quarter of play, the Woodlands Christian Academy leading Second Baptist 7-6. You're watching high school football on Vype. Enrique Rodriguez, thanks for being with us on this Friday night. We are about to begin the second quarter of play with the Woodlands Christian Academy leading Second Baptist 7-6, but the Eagles have the ball right now on their own 41-yard line. There's a Turner Murdoch throw, and it is incomplete. Looks like he was going for Chris on that play, and Chris took a pretty hard hit. Now he gets up. He was not able to hold on to that ball, threw it into traffic, and Chris was hit right as the ball was getting to him, and he was hit pretty hard, but he's going to stay in there.
Yeah, Chris has been working his way back, I believe from like a back injury, and he's kind of been back now for a couple weeks, which has been a good boost to their offense. That was Dane Leemaster that was on the tackle for TWCA also.
J.D. Crisp. All right, Turner Murdoch, he's got Eli Smith to his left. There's a man in motion, that's Grayson Kim, who's going to keep it on the sweep to his left, and that's going to be for naught. They're going to lose yards on that play. So it worked a couple plays ago, Josh Cook, but not that time.
Yeah, I think they are figuring out that they're going to try to go to the outside now, because that's where that not so wet grass is. And that was Jake Melber, the senior linebacker, coming in on the tackle for TWCA. I mean, they've bowed up here now, and they're figuring out, they're saying you can't run it up the middle, you can't run it to the side, so how's SBS going to respond?
Well, big third down coming up here. Third and about 12, maybe 13. Now third and about 11. Murdoch rolls out to his right. Murdoch looking under pressure, fires, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Warriors. And they're going to have the ball now inside Second Baptist territory. So Murdoch rolled to his right, tried to fire it off. Don't know who he saw, because the Second Baptist player was well behind the coverage there, and the Warriors, the Warriors player, I should say, was pretty much by himself and was able to get the pick.
Yeah, Derek Felder on the interception there for TWCA, and like you said, Murdoch rolls out to his right, and there's just a bunch of white jerseys around. Don't know really where he was trying to go with that ball. Maybe the wind affecting that pass.
Absolutely. So there's Johnson with another handoff to Hawkins, who had the big, what was it, 72 yards? Josh Cook, that touchdown run? 72, 73.
72 yards, 6 carries for 97 yards, and that carry there will most likely put him over 100 for the game here in the first half.
Yeah, quick little, didn't look like much, but ends up being 4 yards. with the ball at the Second Baptist 35. And to your point about the wet field, you can look down. One of the officials actually has a towel to wipe off the ball. So it's wet down there. So Josh Johnson, shotgun. He's got Hawkins behind him. He keeps it, rolls out to his right, and ooh, he gets a hard hit, but picks up a few yards, close to first down yardage. But again, there was a lot of contact on that play.
Yeah, Everett Skillern, the all-state linebacker, coming in and lowering the boom to bring up a big third down here. I mean, this is a big third down for Second Baptist School. You have to really push back here and stop this run game of TWCA as they continue to just drain this clock.
So they did not give him the third down. It's going to be third and about a yard. Johnson under center. Excuse me, shotgun. Now he gives it to Hawkins, who is able to get the first down. Just a little run to his left through the tackles, and he gets about 3 yards, but more than enough for the first down to about the Second Baptist 25-yard line.
I believe there's maybe a flag on the play because they're walking the ball back now.
Yeah, there it is. Did not see that flag. Looks like a false start. So that's a big penalty for the Woodlands and a big break for Second Baptist as they get set to replay third down.
Yeah, because that takes a third and what would have been a 3rd and 1 and turns it into a 3rd and 6 now.
Yeah. Brings it all the way to the 34, and they need to get to about the 28. So 6 yards, as Josh Cook said. Hawkins, shotgun. Hawkins looking, fires, has a man open, caught, first down and more before being brought out of bounds, and now there's a flag. Could be a little extra on that hit. But that was a bang play, Josh Cook. Hawkins wasted no time. The man was wide open, and that was enough for the first down.
Yeah, I think they are going to get a Second Baptist School player for an extra push after the play, and I mean, you just cannot make that silly mistake, especially I think he was really way far out of bounds when the push happened. It wasn't really by the sideline, and you can't make a mistake like that and push a team down all the way into the red zone now, down near the 10.
Just on the 11-yard line, huge penalty. And as you said, Josh Cook, that's just one of those mistakes that you can't make on this part of the field. So first down now, and just not quite goal, but Hawkins has it and rolls to his right and doesn't get much. Good stop there by the Eagles defense.
Yeah, Everett Skillern once again in on the tackle, and you know, it's funny the way rushing stats are done. You don't get the 5 yards from where you get the ball to the line. It's once you get past that line. Correct. So no gain on that play for them.
So second down and 10. Again, they need to get to the 1. It's not quite and goal. So second down and 10 from about the 11 and a half. Josh Johnson under center. Looking, throws to the end zone. He's got a man wide open, but he overthrows it. Oh, he'll be, when he watches the Vype replay later on, he's going to be kicking himself for that one. Wide open in the corner of the end zone, and just threw it away, just overthrew it.
Yeah, Keaton Harvey, if he was maybe 3 feet taller, he could have maybe gone and gotten that one, but you know, like you said, he was wide open, and I think maybe just over.
Yeah, a little excited.
Got a little excited. I was thinking maybe the wind was a factor, but you look at the American flag across the field, it's really kind of died down on the field compared to earlier when it was blowing like it is up here.
Nice and windy up here, but yeah, you can see a little bit of wind, but it was blowing towards the end zone. So here's Johnson again, going to hand it off to Hawkins, has a hole up the middle, and gets about 4 yards before he is taken down at about the 7-yard line.
And Skillern is just loading up the tackles tonight. He is in on every play. You know, Everett Skillern, he is committed to Brown University, and you can see the kind of downhill linebacker they are going to get there at Brown.
point there. So we got a 4th down here, and it looks like the Woodlands Christian Academy, with the wind to their backs, in their favor, they're going to go for a field goal try. Here's the snap, there's the kick, and it is good. It's about a, 24-yard field goal? 24 yards for the Woodlands Christian Academy, but nonetheless, it's good. And the Warriors increase their lead now, 10-6 with 7:12 left to go here in the first half. You're watching high school football on Vype. All right, welcome back to high school football on Vype, Friday Night Football. Great to be with you. Jeff Biggs, Josh Cook, Enrique Rodriguez. We got a great game going on here between the Woodlands Christian Academy and Second Baptist. The Warriors about to kick it off, leading now 10-6. The Eagles of Second Baptist get the ball. Grayson Kim takes it at his 5 on his feet, gets across the 20, and is brought down finally at about the 24. And there's another flag, a little late hit, a little extra, maybe a face mask when they were bringing him down. So that should help the Eagles. So I credit the refs, Josh Cook. They're trying to nip. No, it's against Second Baptist. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold against SBS. I mean, you get it out to the 25, so back to, I guess, the 15 or so on that. So
I was about to praise the officials for trying to get things under control before it gets a little too chippy in this rivalry. Big game, matchup of 5-1 teams. Big game for both teams. But that one is against Second Baptist, so they go back now all the way to their own 14-yard line to begin this key drive. Turner Murdoch from the shotgun. Eli Smith to his left. Eli Smith gets not the handoff, it's a fake, and there's a nice fake and a nice catch, and this is a deep play. He's going to go all the way. Is that J.D. Crisp? Touchdown, Eagles.
J.D. Crisp, unbelievable. Breaking out maybe a little Danny Amendola feeling play. A little slot receiver breaks in, and he just gets that catch, and he's just gone for the 85-yard touchdown. And you talk about momentum in this game. TWCA gets the interception, they get a score, they're feeling good, and then just a little slant pass to J.D. Crisp, and he turns on the Jets, his second touchdown of the season for the Crisp.
Well said, Josh Cook, and once he got past that second level, there was nobody there, and he was gone all the way to the house. Great play call, great execution, and great heads-up running by J.D. Crisp with the point after try coming up here for Second Baptist. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Here's the kick. Almost blocked, but good. And the Eagles now lead the Woodlands Christian Academy 13-10 with 6:48 left to go in the second quarter of play. You're watching high school football on Vype.
Second Baptist School is hosting a community-wide event next week at their home game against Cypress Christian. This is going to be a fun event complete with football, food, and fanfare. No one does Friday Night Lights like the Eagles. If you want to experience what the SBS community has to offer and cheer on the Eagles, grab your family, friends, and neighbors and head over to Second Baptist School next Friday. You don't need to register. Just look for Welcome Tent Office Admissions. Take care.
All right, we are back here ready to resume. There is the kick from Second Baptist. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. But a very impressive response there, Josh Cook, by the Second Baptist Eagles to retake the lead.
Yeah, great job by Second Baptist. And by the way, that community event was actually back in September. I bet it was a great event. It was probably, a great event for Second Baptist. They do a great job here.
Worth noting, though.
Worth noting that. But yeah, Second Baptist, they swing the momentum back, and really I think that extra point was huge because it puts them up by 3, and we've seen, TWCA will run their kicker out there to get the field goals.
All right, so here we go. The Woodlands Christian Academy, Josh Johnson at quarterback. There's Hawkins, the running back, gets the ball, big hole up the middle. He's got more, and he's going to get about 7-8 yards on that run. He is just a quick, fast, elusive running back.
Yeah, he's continuing to rack up the yards here tonight, over 110 now for him. He's just a fun little running back to watch. I mean, him and Eli Smith really kind of matching each other on the stats for the district. Maybe they're just battling it out for that district rushing title.
Yeah, that's a great point. Johnson, shotgun. He's going to give it to Hawkins again. He goes to his left. Another big hole. He's got the first down and more. Gets taken down at about the 37-yard line, but enough for the first down. By the way, we know a lot of you are multitasking and you've got your computers out or you're on the phone. You've got hopefully you're just watching us, but we are keeping track of what's going on in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series, and the Boston Red Sox have taken the lead now over the Astros 2-1. Game 1 at Minute Maid Park. We will keep you posted on that. The Astros led 1-0 with a sac fly in the bottom of the first, but the Red Sox have come up with a couple. Fourth inning or fifth inning there, Enrique? Third inning. Okay, my bad. I thought it was already the fourth. Okay, so a long way to go in that one. Long way to go for us. 5:48 and counting in the first half. And so there was a penalty there, correct, Josh Cook?
Yeah,
brought that one back.
There's a flag down on the field, and it looks like they pinned him back inside the 20.
So there's Johnson. He's got a throw pretty much similar to that play they ran last drive for a first down. This one's going to pick up about 6, but it's still going to be 4 yards short of a first down with a big third down coming up again.
Yeah, and so far what I've seen from this TWCA offense, it doesn't really look like they're built to take those big penalties like that because they can't really get the big yards back. So it'll be interesting to see if they can clean up those penalties, and I'm sure Chris McClanahan, the first-year head coach of those Warriors, is not going to be happy about the yellow laundry that's been on the field in this first half.
Okay, here we go. Big third down here with under 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Johnson gives it to Hawkins. He's going to be taken down. He's going to lose a couple yards. And it looks like the Woodlands Christian Academy, they're not going to go for it this time. They are going to punt.
Yeah, it's big defensive tackle Colin Hedges getting in there and busting through and getting that tackle. And you get some good penetration when the big boys up front are coming up with the tackles.
So if I'm not mistaken, Josh Cook, this is going to be our first punt of the game, correct?
Yes, it is.
After back and forth, quarter plus, almost 2 quarters.
Yeah, it looks like Grayson Kim, the all-time leader in starts, is awaiting the punt.
Yeah, he's back at his own 30-yard line. There's the kick. Good kick. And Kim's got it at his own 30. Eludes the tackler. He's on his feet. There he goes. Moves to his left. He's across the 40, trying to stay on his feet, and is finally pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. But great job by Kim to elude being tackled right after he caught the ball. Great job of staying on his feet and getting 10 more yards out of it.
Yeah, I thought there for a second he was going to call for the fair catch because I saw that Warrior kind of,
he was getting there quick.
He was getting there quick, and I thought, Kim was, but he's a little elusive. He was able to slip through and get that big play and get a few yards and get them up to the 42, and we'll see what SBS can do. They've busted some big plays in this game so far.
So here comes Second Baptist now. They lead 13-10 with the ball at their own 42-yard line. Turner Murdoch from the shotgun. He's got Eli Smith. Smith doesn't get the ball. Murdoch looking deep. He's got a man open. Is that J.D. Crisp again? It is. And it's a first down deep all the way to the 15-yard line.
I'm trying to come up with a nickname for Crisp. I mean, unbelievable, the speed and just the weapon that he's added to this offense, because they've had to lean so hard on Grayson Kim early in this season with Chris being hurt, and now he's back, and they're kind of just maybe able to add another page to the playbook with him.
Absolutely. Enrique and I did a Second Baptist game, and Enrique, I remember earlier in the season, I don't remember calling his name once. That's a name you remember. J.D. Crisp. There's a handoff up the middle, gain of about 2, but good stop there by the Woodlands Christian Academy. But that was a big time electrifying play on a windy night here at Second Baptist. That was a well executed, well called out play, and it worked.
And you really have to give a lot of credit to the offensive line of Second Baptist that has Deering, Williams, Cordell, Ratliff, Hedges that start on that line. They gave Murdoch enough time to get that ball downfield and allow Chris to really run under it and catch it.
So here's Turner Murdoch now. He's got Eli Smith, man in motion, and that's going to be a handoff to J.D. Crisp. He keeps it, and he gets near first down yardage, just a little sweep to his right on the run. So Josh Cook, I know you spoke with Coach Pirtle before the game. Give him his credit. He's found something he likes in this game in J.D. Crisp. And as they say in the music industry, he's going to keep playing the hits.
It's like when you're playing Madden and you keep going to the same play. Like, you know it works because the computer's not defending it. You keep going to J.D. You go to the hot hand. And J.D. Crisp, man, he's got a hot hand.
He does, absolutely.
And this is great what Second Baptist is doing here, because they're going to get the second half kickoff. So they're taking this time off the clock so that if they can get a first down here, continue to drain the clock. They don't give TWCA a chance to go score before the half. A little Bill Belichick
yeah, I like that.
philosophy.
I like that, Josh Cook. I like that. You're right on the money. How do you keep the offense from scoring? Keep them off the field, right?
Exactly. As we get close to halftime, a few halftime scores around the Houston area and private school world. St. Thomas, they lead San Antonio Antonian 21-7 at the half. So big lead for them over there. Let's see what else we got. 28-6, St. John's, they're leading their game currently. Kincaid and Episcopal are also playing. It's all tied at 21 with 1:08 to go in the half over there. And in the public school world, Cy Park leads Bridgeland 17-0 at the half.
All right, Josh Cook, thank you for that. We've got 1:47 left to go in this one. Here comes Second Baptist. They hurry to the line. Turner Murdoch under center now. Gives it to Eli Smith, who gets the first down before being brought down inside the 5. They'll give him the forward progress, but that worked out perfectly. To your point, Josh Cook, they get the first down, and the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you that Terry Pirtle is going to make them run that play clock all the way down to probably about 5 or 4 before they snap the ball, so that they can get this thing under a minute to go in the half.
So it looks like there's Grayson Kim there. Is that Kim by himself? Yeah, he's just the rest of the team didn't want to break the huddle, but there was Kim, and there we go. There's another handoff to Eli Smith on his feet into the end zone for a touchdown. Second Baptist scores again. Touchdown Eagles.
They've done it 2 different ways with 3 different guys tonight. Eli Smith, his first touchdown of the night, puts him over 50 yards on offense for the night. It's his 12th touchdown of the year.
So not going for 2 here. Coach Pirtle is going to go for the extra point. Try to make it an even 10-point lead. There's the snap, there's the kick. Good pressure again, but it's good through the uprights. And with just under a minute left to go, literally 59 seconds left to go in the first half, Second Baptist leads the Woodlands Christian Academy 20-10. All right, welcome back to Second Baptist High School. High school football. I'm sorry, it's my other job. Jeff Biggs, Josh Cook, Enrique Rodriguez, and we are ready to get this kickoff. Under a minute left to go, but Second Baptist now leads the Woodlands Christian Academy 20-10. There's the kick, it's caught at about the 10, and the Warriors player on his feet before being taken out of bounds at about the 24-yard line.
That Second Baptist kickoff, sponsored by The Cannon. Looking for a place to turn your big idea into a real business or take your small business to the next level? You need to check out The Cannon, Houston's premier entrepreneur and innovation community. Check out thecannon.com to learn more and start your journey today. And yes, to answer your question, there is a real replica cannon in The Cannon.
I like it. I like it. You don't see a lot of cannons anymore.
Well, not anymore. I mean, only at Texas. And they've been shooting that cannon off a lot.
Yeah, there you go. So there's Johnson with another handoff to Hawkins. Tries to go to his right, cuts all the way back across, goes to his left, but after about a 2-yard gain, he's brought down in the middle of the field. So a lot of effort, and the clock continues to roll. And it doesn't look like the Woodlands is going to try to stop it. So it looks like they're going to be content just running out this first half and getting into the locker room for a long, extended homecoming halftime.
Yeah, I mean, being down by 10, not the worst. Not the worst in high school football. It's still manageable, and you can work your way back from that. You don't want to make any silly mistakes like a pick six or a fumble or anything like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if TWCA comes out of this timeout, just kind of takes a kneel and goes into the half.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that was Second Baptist that just called that timeout. So maybe they're hoping to,
I would assume,
run one more play. We didn't see who called the timeout. But I have to say, Josh Cook, I mean, really, what a shift in momentum. And yet, like you said, it's only a 10-point game. But there was a large chunk of the first half where the Woodlands Christian Academy looked almost unstoppable on offense. And then to Second Baptist, to their credit, to the Eagles' credit, they really found their groove defensively, found their ground, found their footing defensively. And then all of a sudden, with a couple of big plays, they completely captured that momentum. And now they have a 10-point lead. So really back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 85-yard touchdown pass to J.D. Crisp, and then they put together some good short drives. TWCA, they've come out and they've taken a lot of clock time off, but they haven't capitalized on a lot of points, though.
All right, so we've got 16 seconds left. The Woodlands Christian Academy with a second down, and let's see what they do here. There's a fumbled snap by Johnson, who gets brought down and sacked. And he's fortunate that he didn't turn that ball over. And Second Baptist calls a timeout immediately, another one. So
I mean, I guess Coach Burrow doesn't want to go into the locker room with any timeouts left in his pocket. But it was Colin Hedges again in on the tackle, along with defensive end Austin Courtney coming through big for Second Baptist School on that defensive line.
So when the timeout was called, there was 9 seconds. Now the clock is showing 7, and that could be what the coaches are asking about here. But I think also, too, Josh Cook, I think there is something to be said about using this. Now they put a few seconds back on the clock. Now there's 10. But I think there's something to be said about going through this process, even though they're probably not going to get a play because it's 3rd down. And to your point, I think the Warriors at this point will take a knee to try to end the half. But you got the timeouts. Might as well go through the process of trying to manage the clock and get your team prepared to be thinking of those things.
I think it's also about like game situations as well.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Mimic a lot of game situations.
Exactly.
So say you're in the playoffs here in a couple months, and you're in this situation where you have the timeouts, you can run maybe one play. You want to run that scenario now in week 7 and not in the 3rd round of the playoffs.
That's right. It's all about possessions. Okay, so here's the play. They give it to Hawkins, who gets a nice run. He's got the 1st down and more, but that should do it for the first half of play. There it is. Halftime here at Second Baptist, and what a great first half it was. Wait a minute, what? Hold it. Wait a minute. Okay, there's 1 second left. Okay, so it's not over yet.
Yeah, nice 14-yard run by Hawkins, and I guess they called the timeout just in time to keep the clock from running down.
The only thing I would say, the only thing I would counter Josh Cook is, considering how quick Hawkins is, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm the Woodlands Christian Academy, I mean, you just gained 14 yards. I'm going to run it again. Exactly. But I'm just saying, you got 1 second left. He breaks one through and goes all the way. You could have been in the locker room. So,
yeah,
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see what Keith Page, the defensive coordinator for Second Baptist School, rolls out here. I think you're going to kind of see maybe more a prevent defense to put some more safeties and corners and line, drop them back a little bit just in case he does get through, so that he doesn't, burn you on this play.
Yeah. Now, was that Second Baptist that called that timeout, or the Woodlands?
I think Woodlands called that timeout.
Okay, so then that wasn't. Never mind. Then I was mistaken in my analysis there. There's a pass and there's an incompletion, which just reconfirms then Second Baptist wouldn't have called the timeout, and they didn't. So my apologies. I got that wrong. I wasn't sure who called the timeout, but it was the Woodlands. That makes sense. They wanted to get one more play. They did, but it was for naught. And now both teams are going into the locker room. Again, Second Baptist, what a strong first half. They fall behind, but come back to take the lead 20-10 over the Woodlands Christian Academy here on homecoming night at Second Baptist. I'm Jeff Biggs along with Josh Cook and Enrique Rodriguez. We've got a nice extended halftime show coming up. You're watching high school football on Vype.
Texas high school football continues to roll on as the second half of this one is about to get underway. Big thanks to Jeff Briggs calling the first half of this one. Joshua Good along with Enrique Rodriguez up here high above the field at Second Baptist School. Second Baptist leading this one 20-10 at the half. Big district game. Give you some other scores from around the Houston area at the half. It's Magnolia and Magnolia West tied at 14 apiece. Montgomery and A&M Consolidated tied 14 apiece as well. 8:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Waller leads Porter 14-7. College Station blowing out Cleveland 76-0 with 11:33 left to go in that game. Klein Collins barely ahead of Klein Kane 23-21. Klein Collins has playing really good football of late. They have won 2 straight games over the last few weeks, so trying to beat Klein Kane, which has played really good football, winning all their games since that opening season loss to Bridgeland. Speaking of Bridgeland, they are losing right now to Cy Park 32-13, and that's kind of a surprise. Connor Wigman is playing in that game according to reports with Cy Park, showing that they are here and are for real. Alief Elsik leads Alief Hastings 7-6. Jersey Village up on Cy Ridge 35-3 with 1:43 left to go in the third quarter. Eisenhower trailing Nimitz 28-17 with 10:43 to go in the third quarter of that one. Decaney taking care of business against Aldine up 42-0 with 4:11 to go in the third quarter. The Woodlands leading Oak Ridge 28-17. Willis and College Park tied at 14 apiece as they go to the fourth quarter. Pearland just ahead of Alief Taylor 14-13 with 9:03 left to go in the third quarter of that one. That's a quick look around the area at some Texas high school football scores as we get ready for second half. Second Baptist, of course, will start with the ball. Don't forget to visit thecannon.com. The Cannon was created for Houston to provide everything that you need to create and grow business. So whether you need help getting started, a place to work, community supports, or even access to health, life, and retirement benefits, the Cannon is here to help you thrive. Check out thecannon.com to learn more and start your journey. Second Baptist School getting ready to kick this one off for the second half, and it was really a big bunch of big chunk plays that really made the difference. The biggest one, that 85-yard touchdown pass to J.D. Crisp in the first half, was the big kind of backbreaker in a way. This game also brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get ready to go back to school and back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store or online at academy.com. You can find all the hottest sports gear and casual styles from Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and more. Visit your local Academy Sports and Outdoors today. I think that's all the reads I need to get in for now. I think I've checked all the boxes as we await the officials.
There they go.
For the start of the second half, they must have been over at the food trucks we saw.
Yeah, they probably were.
They were getting some food.
Yeah, they got some Fuddruckers over here.
Ooh.
And some others. I think it's like a little cafe truck.
Yeah,
I never
it was
seen
like
that.
Like a little barbecue, barbecue place maybe.
Sounds about good right now.
I mean, honestly, for me right now, anything sounds good. I will be eating. I will be eating after this game. I can guarantee you that.
I'm with you on that one.
Grayson Kim makes his way back to receive this kickoff as he awaits for it at the 5-yard line as we are about ready to go for second half action. As the referees and Chris McClanahan having a conversation, the head coach of these TWCA Warriors. Warriors coming off their first loss of the season last week. Trying to bounce back here down by 10 as they will kick it away kind of into a side wind. They'll boot it into. As Grayson Kim awaits back at his own 5. And we are about ready for kickoff of the second half. And here we go. Booted up, and it's on its way down the field. Bounce around the 10, and Kim's going to have to pick it up. Grayson does so at the 11. Cuts it up the sideline, breaks the tackle. There goes Grayson Kim. Flag on the field. He's going to get pushed out around the 50, but you feel like this is going to come back as a flag is down back at the 21-yard line. It's going to be holding against Second Baptist School, or pushing the, might be blocking the back rather.
Yeah, if it does come back, that was a great run just for it to go to waste.
Holding called against Second Baptist School. It looks like they're going to get them for it at about the 22 maybe. Let's see where they officially mark this off from. Yeah, it looks like they're going to walk it off from the 21, so that'll take the ball back to the 11, I would assume. Great first half for Second Baptist School. Really, J.D. Crisp has been the story of this game. 2 receptions, 126 yards, and a touchdown. Eli Smith, 8 rushes for 54 yards. Turner Murdoch, 143 yards passing, puts him over 1,000 for the season. Murdoch looks, he hits Crisp again on the sideline. There goes J.D. Crisp past the 25 and diving forward. And J.D. Crisp back to work again as they quickly move the chains. Looks up to the 28-yard line, so a 17-yard pickup.
Yeah, this is his night. He's been going off, and he's been having just a great homecoming night.
143 yards receiving now, as this time Murdoch will give off to Eli Smith, the Villanova commit, and he's pushed back by that TWCA defense as he gets up to the 30 and runs into a wall of defenders, and he picks up 2. 9 carries for 56 yards for Eli Smith as they get up to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Eagles as they break that huddle. Murdoch in the backfield with Smith to his right, 2 wide receivers set out to the right. Now they'll move Crisp into the backfield with Murdoch, and they're going to call a false start against Second Baptist School as 2 referees' flags go flying. So they will walk it back 5 yards to the 25. Instead of second and 8, it'll be 2nd and 13.
Oh, it looks like
another flag. My goodness, back-to-back flags against Second Baptist School, and all of a sudden, what was going to be a 2nd and 8 has turned into a 2nd and 18. Terry Pearl not going to be happy with that, as their offense getting pinned back now on their own 20. Smith to the right of Murdoch in the backfield. Crisp in motion. Another penalty. What in the wide world of sports is going on?
That was on number 65.
3 straight false start penalties against Second Baptist School. They have gone from the 30-yard line back to the 15 and face a 2nd and 23. They've got to get to the 38 to convert a first down. At this point, they just need to get a playoff without a flag flying. And it's happened twice with J.D. Crisp moving in motion. Now Grayson Kim in motion. Fakes the pitch. Looking to throw, and the ball goes to the feet of Eli Smith as Murdoch got it barely away. And boy, he's lucky Eli Smith was there because Enrique, I don't even know if he got that back to the line of scrimmage. It might have been short by a yard.
Yeah, he would have lost some yards. I'm looking at the replay right here because I got the little thing set up, and that would have been a close one right there.
So 3rd and 23. Smith in motion. Murdoch steps back. Rush comes his way. Gets it off to Crisp. Crisp is met by a defender. Tries to shove him off. But then J.D. Crisp is smashed at the 17. A disastrous offensive drive by Second Baptist School, which got the opening kickoff of the second half. And they went completely backwards.
Yeah, coach has to have some words for that whole entire offense, because that was just a huge disaster.
A 2-yard pass. Now you got to hope they can get this punt off. And Rourke Hawkins is waiting for it. Snap back. Punt away from the 5. High booming punt. Coming in and...
Oh, it touched him!
I think it touched the TWCA returner, but no, they're gonna, they're gonna say it wasn't touched by. I'm trying to see who potentially could have touched it. Derek Felder was awaiting the kick, and they're saying that nobody touched it. Second Baptist was acting like they had touched it and jumped on it, but instead it's TWCA ball with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the Second Baptist School 48. Josh Johnson at quarterback, squats down, takes the snap, gives it off to Hawkins, whose jersey is completely muddied at this point, and he'll get 3 yards up to the 45.
You know, that's not a bad uniform color. A little bit of
white,
of mud. It's like, yeah, it's like a little Batman Two-Face. I see nothing but white, and then he turns around and he sees nothing but mud. I like that.
They are going to need a lot of bleach. I mean, his pants, his top, it's all done.
That's a different color.
It's completely different. Back to Johnson. Throws it over to the sideline. Pass completed to, looks like Keaton Harvey. Harvey was the wide receiver in the end zone earlier in the game. Remember, down here was wide open, and he threw it over him. And so they're going to pick up the first down up to the 38 of Second Baptist School. So they pick up the 7 yards needed. So 1st down and 10. TWCA seeing if they can cash in on this opening drive after Second Baptist School could not on theirs. Snap back to Johnson. Runs into Hawkins. Hawkins going to try to cut it to the outside, and he's met by a slew of SBS defenders.
Maybe with a gain of maybe 1 yard.
And it looked like Hank Huthnance was there for the tackle, the cornerback. Now Hawkins picks up, maybe a yard to the 37. 14 carries, 129 yards on the night for him. So it brings up 2nd and 9 for TWCA. The Warriors trying to strike here in the opening minutes of the third quarter. Johnson, jet sweep handoff. He breaks loose.
The
stiff arms another defender, and then is finally dragged out of bounds.
But the other side of the field, we got a flag on a play.
I'm trying to see who came. My goodness, their jerseys are so dirty. It looks like Blake Wiley, the wide receiver, was the one that caught the give, but a penalty looks like for holding against TWCA. So let's see where they're going to mark this off from. Yep, they're going to mark it off from the 37. So no gain recorded on that play. And they only mark it back 5-6 yards. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, they must have called false start.
Yeah, it was a false start.
Okay, a false start. Correction back to the 42. That makes more sense. So that brings up 2nd and 14. for the Warriors. Snap back to Johnson. Looking down the field. Oh! The ball is knocked away. Johnson hits the grass, and oh boy. Look at the uniforms of TWCA.
Oh my, I'm saying.
Goodness. They're going to need a big washing machine. I think that's going to go down as an incomplete pass. It brings up 3rd and 14 from the 42 of Second Baptist School. Big defensive stand here for Second Baptist School. Austin Courtney, the defensive end, he's egging on this homecoming crowd. Good student section. Fans continuing to pour in as they enjoy this Friday night game. Johnson back with Hawkins right behind him. Rolls out to his right. Looks to throw it back to the left. It's tipped into the air, but still caught. And it looks like it was caught by Blake Wiley. The tackle was made by Jack Protho. And they end up gaining no yards.
Yeah, as soon as he tried to catch the ball, he was just fumbling through it. So, I mean, if he would have caught it as soon as he, grabbed it, maybe that would have been, a straight ahead touchdown or something.
So SBS defense comes up big. As Grayson Kim awaits the punt back inside his own 10. Flags fly. Ball is away. Kim will catch. Oh, he missed it. Picks it up at his own 6. Breaks loose from attacker. There's a block that breaks him loose up to the 15. But a flag back at the 40, and that flag was thrown immediately. With 6:08 to go in the third quarter.
I'm looking back at it, and the flag came up whenever he was about to kick it. So I really don't know what it was. Could
And they're looking over at the Woodlands Christian Academy sideline. Chris McClanahan, the head coach of the Warriors, is talking to both referees right now. I'm thinking that it's something against Second Baptist School, but they're probably asking McClanahan if he wants to re-kick, because Second Baptist would right now have the ball at the 15, and if you re-kick it, even with 5 more yards, do you get a better field position, or does Kim get loose and get even better field position for the Eagles? But it looks like Murdoch and company are heading out there. So the offense for Second Baptist School is headed out onto the field, and they will start. So there's offsides against Second Baptist School. The penalties declined. The Eagles offense will start from their own 15. And Enrique, you have to believe that, boy, they might have gotten an earful on the sideline during that timeout, during the time that the defense was on the field.
Oh yeah, that would have been a huge mouthful. I would have not wanted to be in that sideline.
There's Eli Smith. He's met after he crosses the 15-yard line. A little extra pushing and shoving. He gets a yard once it's all said and done, does Smith. We'll bring up a 2nd and 9 from the 16. Eli Smith having a pretty economical evening. Just over 57 yards rushing on 10 carries, averaging 5.7 yards per carry tonight, is Smith. So 2nd and 9 from the 16. Snap back to Murdoch. Keeps it, throws it. It's tipped and nearly picked. He threw it behind Grayson Kim, who was the intended wide receiver, and waiting there in the wings for Woodlands Christian Academy was Derek Felder, who's already got 1 interception on the evening. He almost had number 2. A dangerous pass by Murdoch as he threw it behind, and it just falls to the turf. It'll bring up a big 3rd down. This is huge for Second Baptist because they need to start converting these and running some time down.
Yeah, I mean, they got a 10-point lead right now, but they really got to do something about it because the Woodlands Christian could come in from behind them.
Sean Kane chasing down Murdoch. Murdoch looking to throw, just loses the ball out of his hand. I'm interested to see what they're going to call here, because he looked like he threw. Are they going to put the ball back at the 10? They are.
Yeah, I think they are. He's standing over, the ref is standing over the 10.
So I guess they're saying Murdoch just ran out of bounds and he loses 6 yards. Wow. So 6-yard loss by Murdoch brings up 4th down and 15 from their own 11. They'll have to punt from their own end zone. Snap is good, punt is away. And it goes to the sideline, got caught up in that wind. And looks like it goes out of bounds right around the 41. So 4:58 to go in the third quarter. Both teams have had the ball in this second half. Neither has done anything with it. And we're over 7 minutes into the second half of this one. TWCA will start 1st and 10 at the Second Baptist School 44. Josh Johnson back in at quarterback. Low snap. A late give to Rourke Hawkins. Hawkins breaks free.
Oh my
there
goodness.
goes Hawkins. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown Warriors. Rourke Hawkins with the exclamation point.
That was one heck of a run.
Right up the middle, 44 yards. Hawkins has pulled TWCA within 4. "44-yard touchdown run." Rourke Hawkins is having a night here on the gridiron. Extra point is up and good, and that pulls the Warriors within 3. 15 carries, 173 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Rourke Hawkins. We'll take a break. It's 20, Second Baptist School, 17. The Warriors of TWCA, 4:48 to go in the third. This is Tech Tyson Football on Vype.com.
Back here at Second Baptist School, Joshua Cook along with Enrique Rodriguez. Woodlands Christian Academy has cut into that lead. They now trail by 3 after a 44-yard touchdown run by Rourke Hawkins. One play, 44 yards. And Rourke Hawkins is nearing 200 yards rushing on the night. Second Baptist School has not been able to respond here in this second half. Can they do it here? As Grayson Kim awaits the kickoff. Away it goes, booming kick, drives Kim back to his own goal line, and he will take it from a yard deep in his own goal. Out to the 10, cuts back to the middle of the field. He's going to get wrapped up there and dropped near the 18. So the Second Baptist School offense that looked just at times really good in the first half. They really incorporated J.D. Crisp into the offense, has struggled mightily in this second half. Penalties have killed him. It killed him on the first drive. 3 false start penalties drove them back. They had a punt. They punted on their second drive as well. So third drive may be the charm for the Eagles as those Eagle faithful are getting going with the bells as they will start from their own 14. Murdoch 2 set back set. There's Everett Skillern. Skillern tried to hurdle over a defender, is grabbed around the ankles, and he is dropped at the 23, it looks like. That's where they're going to place the ball. I'm sorry, they started on their own 19. So up to the 23 goes Skillern for 4 yards. Only the second carry for Skillern in this game. The first one was a 4-yard touchdown. So they've worked him back into the offense. 2nd down and 6. Play action. Murdoch rolls out to his right, throws on the run.
Oh!
Is that caught? And there's a late flag as well. And that was Everett Skillern on the reception. But it's going to be another penalty against Second Baptist School, which will negate a phenomenal catch by Skillern as he laid out for it.
It was like a dive, and he tried to catch it with his elbow. It looked pretty cool.
It might have been up for a Vype play of the week, but it's waved off. This off from the 21 back to the 20. Excuse me, back to the 16 now. So back at the 16, 2nd down and 13 after the penalty. Second Baptist has been pinned a couple times. Looks to his left, hits J.D. Crisp. Crisp gets around a defender, breaks off another defender, and J.D. Crisp will have a 1st down. Up to the 30.
Wow, he barely got that 1st down. I was seeing the ref run on the sideline and see where he was going to get it, and he just crossed it.
Picks up 14 when he needed 13. Did Crisp. $159 yards receiving for Crisp on the night. He's been the top target. 1st and 10 from their own 30. 3:20 and counting. Clock running. Murdoch looking deep. Now he's going to break loose. Run to the right. There goes Murdoch. He slides and is kind of hit late. There's the flag because it was a late hit by TWCA. So Murdoch will get up to the 35. Is hit late. So Murdoch will get 5 yards rushing, and then you can expect a 15-yard penalty on top of this. That'll take it up to midfield. Chris McClanahan, the TWCA coach, looking out there wondering what this call is going to be.
If it comes back, I'm not surprised. We'll see right now. Yeah, it came back.
Oh, wait, it's against Second Baptist School.
Yeah. I was seeing it on the replay right here. Whenever he was coming down, Second Baptist went in for the late hit. Whenever he was sliding down for the, so it could be a dead ball. He made them collide with each other, and then someone else came in later.
So instead of being at midfield, it's 15 yards back to their own 20. So it's a pickup of 5. Then back to the 20 after the penalty, which will bring up 1st and 20 for Second Baptist School. The penalties continue to pile up for the Eagles. 2:58 and counting to go in this 3rd quarter. Second Baptist School just holding on to a 3-point advantage over Woodlands Christian Academy. Murdoch back to throw, throws it out to his left, hits Grayson Kim. Amazing tackle! Hit Kim right at the moment of the catch. My goodness. And that was Derek Felder again. Phenomenal. Now I'm confused because I thought that was 1st down, but now they've changed it to 3rd down. So I guess that was 2nd down and 20. So that was Murdoch to Kim.
Yeah, I'm seeing right there. It's 2nd down.
And it ends up being a. Oh, they did change it. Okay. A lot of confusion on the field. So it was 1st down and 20. It was Murdoch to Kim. It was a 3-yard loss on the play. So that brings up a 2nd down and 23 for Second Baptist School from their own 17.
Here comes TWCA's coach running on the field to say, what's going on? Like, even like you say, you were confused. Yeah, I think he's confused too.
2 minutes and 1 second left in this 3rd quarter, and it hasn't really been like, they've just been trading a bunch of scores. It's been 1 score in the quarter. It came on the Rorik Hawkins 44-yard touchdown run for TWCA. But now Second Baptist School from their own 17. 2nd and 23. Murdoch steps back. Pressure. Rolls out to his right. Looking deep. Pressure still. Murdoch rolls. Throws on the run. It's caught up near the 21. Seeing who made that catch was Hank Hunthance on the catch just past the 20-yard line. I think they're going to give him maybe the 22? 23. They're going to give him the 23. So it's a pick up of 5. Or 6, excuse me. So pick up a 6. Brings up 3rd and 17. Still a long way to go for this Second Baptist School offense.
It seems long, but I'm feeling a first down right here.
Snap back to Murdoch. Murdoch's going to unleash it down the field. He's got a man and he overthrows him.
So close, so close.
Intended receiver, I believe, was Grayson Kim. He just couldn't. Man, maybe 1 or 2 more steps and Kim would have been gone for a touchdown, but instead it is 4th down and Second Baptist School is going to punt for the 3rd time in the second half. And they're going to give the ball back to TWCA with a minute to go in the 3rd, only leading by 3.
Almost blocked.
Punt gets away, rolls, gets a Second Baptist School roll, and they'll roll down to the 31 of TWCA. And, well, the clock didn't start. I don't know why it didn't. There's still a minute left, and that clock should have ran on the punt.
Yeah.
So it'll be Woodlands Christian Academy ball with a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, and they only trail by 3. Rourke Hawkins has been phenomenal. 15 carries for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns, and you expect that they're going to go back to him and keep working their workhorse as they have all night long. 1st and 10 from their own 32. Snap back to Johnson. Surprise, surprise. Here comes Hawkins to his left, and he's piled up on at the 35. So it'll be a pickup of 3. Keeping track at home. 16 carries, 176 yards for Hawkins. 2nd down and 7 from 35. That clock continues to run. 20 seconds on the play clock, 29 on the game clock. I formation for TWCA. As the fake to Hawkins, the keep by Johnson. He breaks a tackle.
Breaks another one.
Breaks another one, and then he's met by a host of Eagles at the 40. So he picks up 5 on the quarterback keep, and that will end the 3rd quarter. So when we come back, TWCA will be facing a 3rd and 2 from their own 40. Down by 3. Put your 4s up. We're heading to the 4th quarter of Texas High School football on a Friday night. We got a good one in Houston. Second Baptist trying to win district game number 30 in a row. They're up by 3 on TW. Head to the 4th quarter. We've got a good one. Second Baptist School 20, TWCA 17. Joshua Cook alongside Enrique Rodriguez. Don't forget, I hope everyone enjoyed the countdown to kickoff earlier today. That was a lot of fun. But we got big matters to deal with here. They're down in 2, and they're going to give it to Hawkins. There he goes again. 20, 15, dragged down Oh, actually, it's Josh Johnson, the quarterback. He kept it himself. Goes from the 40 all the way down to the 15 or 14 of Second Baptist School. A little trickeration there. All the way down to the 14. They pick up 46 yards on that play. First and 10.
Goes for his keeper. Oh, with stumbles.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, TWCA. Josh Johnson, the quarterback, into the end zone. His 5th rushing touchdown. And he did it all on that drive. And just like that, TWCA now leads 23-20.
I'm looking back in the replay and like around the 5, he just started stumbling and looked like he was gonna maybe put his knees at the 1, but he actually made it through.
The extra point is huge here, so we put him up by 4, and it's just barely going to get through as it bangs off the roof. And with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this game, TWCA has all of a sudden taken a 24-20 lead. I thought it was good. They just haven't updated it on the scoreboard. Josh Johnson, 67 yards rushing on that drive, including a 46-yard scamper. And we'll step away for a second. Don't go anywhere. TWCA all of a sudden has roared back from being down 20-10 to score 13 unanswered points. I think that extra point was no good. So it's a 3-point lead. Warriors, 4th quarter. TWCA gonna kick off to Second Baptist School after taking the lead. Joshua Cook and Enrique Rodriguez here on Vype.com. Thanks for making us a part of your Friday night. I know everybody anticipatingly watching the Astros tonight in Game 1 of the ALCS. But if you're with us, thanks. You can always have us on multiple TVs. It's possible. Grayson Kim spilled up to the 27-yard line. It has been a very quiet second half for Second Baptist School. They've had 3 drives. They've punted on all 3. Penalties have really hurt them on 2 of the 3 drives. So now can they come out and have a clean drive here in the 4th quarter when they really need it? Down by 3. They'll start at their own 27. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 11:04 to go in the game. Murdoch back in the backfield. Snap back to him, spins the ball, throws it deep down the sideline. He's got Grayson Kim, and he had it, and he couldn't come down with it as the ball kind of went over his shoulder. And the matchup that has been big tonight on the defensive side of the ball has been Grayson Kim against Derek Felder, who has an interception, almost had one earlier, and he breaks up that play. So Murdoch back in the gun. Hands it off to Eli Smith, and Smith stumbles through up to the 33, but Enrique, if he would have stayed on his feet, there was nobody home to stop him.
Nope, there would have been the driveway all the way to the house.
As they say in the business, it would have been a house call for number 21. So 3rd and 4. This is huge for Second Baptist School. They have to convert this. Murdoch throws it out to his right. Met there's Everett Skillern, and looks like he's going to get the first down.
And he does.
They're going to give him the first down on forward progress.
And correction, that was J.D. Crisp. His back of his jersey is completely covered in mud. This is becoming the Mud Bowl.
I like that.
Instantly. This is some throwback high school football. So it's a pickup of 5. Man in motion is Kim. Kim takes the handoff, cuts it back upfield, and he'll gain maybe 1 to the 39. And you have to wonder here if, Second Baptist is just trying to, get into the end zone and score, or are they trying to be methodical about this and take some time off the clock at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, if they go all the way to the red zone, they could probably get enough time off the clock. Maybe to leave it with 7 or 6 minutes left.
From their own 39, 2nd down and 9. Snap back to Murdoch, looking, rolls out to his left, still looking.
Wide open!
Wide open! At the 50, at the 40, there he goes! 20, 15, 10, he's gonna get caught! It was Carson Chambers, who came into this game just with 11 catches on the season, and he busts wide open down the far sideline for a huge gain, down to the 7.
Yeah, but that chase down was like a DK Metcalf against the Cardinals. That was a really good chase down.
54-yard reception. 1st and goal from the 7. 8:50 to go in the game. Snap back to Murdoch. Give is to Skiller, and Skiller powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! There's your answer. Everett Skillerin from 7 yards out gives the lead back to Second Baptist School. Extra point coming would put them up by 4, which will be huge because then a field goal could not tie it. Kicking into the wind. Kick is up, and it is good. Second Baptist 27. TWCA 23. These guys are putting a show on. It's been J.D. Crisp. It's been Rourke Hawkins. It's been a heavyweight fight. Who's going to finish it? 8:44 to go. Don't go anywhere. This is Texas High School Football on Vype.com. TWCA will get the ball back. Down by 4 now, 8:44 to go in the game. Don't forget to go to Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get ready to go back to school and back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store or online at academy.com. You can find all the hottest sports gear and casual styles from Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and more. Academy Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of Vype.com. Kick is away. This one will sail into the end zone across the E of Eagles. That kickoff by Second Baptist was sponsored by The Cannon. The Cannon was created for Houston to provide everything that you need to create and grow your business. So whether you need help getting started, a place to work, a community of supporters, or even access to health, life, and retirement benefits, The Cannon is here to help you thrive. Check out thecannon.com to learn more and start your journey. Well, Enrique, you signed up for a good one tonight.
Oh, yeah, this is one good show. And everybody at home's getting it for free.
From the 25, TWCA, Josh Johnson was the star of that last drive. Oh, confusion. Johnson will take off, and he's met by Everett Skillern, who just scored that go-ahead touchdown, by the way, with 8:44 to go. So Johnson up to the 29, picks up 4. But it looked like there was confusion because he turned to his left.
Yeah.
And if you look, you see how Rourke was trying to go to his right. I think Rourke thought the handoff was going to go, he was going to turn the other way.
Yeah.
And they were standing there going, well, what do you want to do?
Yeah. They were just standing there, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do? Do I just throw it to the
You want
side?
me to take the ball? Oh,
Yeah,
you're going to take
exactly.
it. Okay. From their own 29, snap back to Johnson. Johnson keeps it himself. He's met in the backfield, dragged down by that Second Baptist defense. Jack Protho getting back there.
Oh, wait. There's fingers pointing to the other side. It could have been a fumble.
Did not see the ball on the ground. There's a lot of pointing going on. There might have been a little extracurriculars after that play. But either way, it's 3rd down and 6 from the 29.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of extra stuff. I'm looking at it back. Yeah.
They're actually going to back him up a yard. He lost a yard.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 from the 28. This is big for the Second Baptist School defense. Snap back to Johnson looking to throw. Has time, steps up in the pocket. He gets loose. He's got the first down and dives forward. There's a diving eagle into the pile, and Johnson, it takes a second to get up. They hug it out. They're okay. They'll play Madden later, so they're still buddies. But a 10-yard pickup by Josh Johnson. 1st and 10. Huge 3rd down pickup with 6:55 to go in the game and down by 4. Rourke Hawkins back in the backfield with Johnson in front of him. Both their jerseys completely muddied. Low snap. Fumble! Ball on the ground! And I think Second Baptist got it! They got it on a pile! Second Baptist football! There was confusion in the backfield. Hawkins had it. Ball hit the ground, and Second Baptist School came away with it. And it's Everett Skillern walking the ball back. He might have just picked it up. I don't know officially. You see there, the ball is loose, and it's somebody coming out. It might have been Skillern. It might have been.
Yeah, it could have been.
Huge turnover by TWCA with 6:29 to go in the game. Their first huge mistake. So Second Baptist takes over at their own 29. 1st and 10. Murdoch back with the 2-back set. Give to Smith to the right. Eli Smith cuts back. He's going to go down at about the 23. It'll be a pickup of 6. Well, they're going to do it at the 24. Pickup of 5. Did they put that at the 20? They put it at the 23. Oh, no, it's at the 24.
That 24.
They can't keep moving the ball. 5-yard pickup for Eli Smith. 2nd down and 5. 5:58 and counting. This is a huge drive for Second Baptist. Can they cash in on this mistake by T-Dub? They go 3 wide. Does SBS. And then Murdoch gets a little extra protection in the vacuum for him. The late give to Smith. Smith stiff arms a defender. Goes to the left. He's met by a slew of Warriors, and there's going to be no gain. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 5 from their 24 of TWCA. This is an all-out battle.
Yeah.
You know, after Fort Bend Christian completely smacked T-Dub last week, I tell you, I didn't think it was going to be this kind of game. 3rd down. Play action. Throw. There's Grayson Kim at the 10 down to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. The all-time leader in starts gets him down to the 4 on a crucial 3rd down. 20-yard pickup. That was monstrous.
Great play.
You see Grayson, the play action, Grayson Kim wide open as he comes across, and they finally get to him at the 5. So from the 4, 1st and goal for the Eagles. Snap back to Murdoch. Gives to Eli Smith, and he fell down at the 5. So it'll be a loss of 1. 2nd and goal, but here's the thing. The clock keeps running. 4:03 and counting. And you know Second Baptist School is taking some time off the clock now, because this has been a grinded out game.
Oh yeah, they got 19 left on the play clock. Yeah, they're gonna squeeze what they got left.
And they haven't. They now just break this huddle with 11 seconds. Murdoch will go under center, I formation. Play action, rolls out to his right, throws on the run. Oh! It's almost a one-hand touchdown catch, but just falls incomplete. I think that was J.D. Crisp. It was. They were going for him. They were going for the hot hand.
Ah, so close.
It falls incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 5. You have to wonder here, if they don't score on this 3rd down, do you go for it, or do you kick the field goal into the gusting wind to go up by a touchdown?
I think I'll just play it safe and try to get 3 points on the board.
4 wide receiver set, 3 to the bottom of your screen, 1 out wide. Murdoch looks, throws, end zone. Grayson Kim, touchdown, Second Baptist! Grayson Kim with the acrobatic touchdown, and Second Baptist School takes and extends their lead. 5-yard touchdown from Murdoch to Kim. Eagles up by 10 with a chance to go up by 11 with 3:24 to go. That was a heck of a catch.
Amazing. That probably put the nail in the coffin on this game.
Grayson Kim backpedaling, and he makes that catch over a defender. Extra point on the way. It's up and good.
Oh, that win helped them out a lot.
It's an 11-point lead. So the fumble by TWCA ends up costing them 7. 3:24 to go on homecoming. Second Baptist School 34. Woodlands Christian 23. Don't go anywhere. This is Texas High School Football on Vype.com. Josh Cook along with Enrique Rodriguez. 3:24 to go in this ball game. Second Baptist School has taken an 11-point lead with 3:24 to go in the game on a 5-yard touchdown pass to Grayson Kim. And isn't it fitting, the all-time leader in starts comes up big, the senior wide receiver that we featured in Countdown to Kickoff earlier.
Yeah, it just fits so perfectly.
You know, I was thinking about that when I did that interview. I was like, yeah, you're going to do something big. It's going to be good. You got to give a lot of credit to TWCA. The fight that they've come in tonight, and I mean, you can't discredit the job that Rourke Hawkins has done.
Oh no, they've been playing outstanding, but right now it just looks like the Eagles are putting just a bit more effort on it, and you can see it with the score.
Rourke Hawkins, 16 carries for 176 yards and a pair of touchdowns, and you know they're going to go to him here from the 25, 1st and 10. Handoff to Hawkins right up the middle. He's going to be dragged down after a couple yards, and there's another flag. And that'll stop the clock. Penalties have been a killer tonight.
Oh yeah, but more on the Eagles side. I think with all those penalties that they got, they could probably wash the dirt out of the Woodlands Christian jersey.
Yeah, it's a penalty against Second Baptist School again. So they're going to mark it off from the 31 all the way up to the 44. So that must have been a face mask. So they're going to put him down at the 44. So it must have been a face mask on that play. So 1st and 10 for TWCA from SBS's 44-yard line. 3:16 and counting to go in this one. The new quarterback in for TWCA throws on the run, and that's nearly intercepted. The new man under center for TWCA is Kai Parker, who does not have a lot of throws under his belt. That was his 20th attempt of the season. So I think this might be one of those deals where they want to try to air it out, maybe air it out a little bit here, get a new QB in there.
Yeah, maybe. Try to get some throwing on his books.
High snap, give to Hawkins. Hawkins is going to be wrapped up and dragged backwards, and I think they're going to have him lose a yard. Matters where they place the ball. 2:52 and counting to go in this game. Don't forget, coming up after the game, Down on the Field Live, if you're watching this live broadcast, in that same article post that you clicked on to get to this game, you can go back to the Countdown to Kickoff broadcast, and that'll become the post-game show, live from the field, with the players of the game, coach interviews, scores from around the Houston area. That coming up. More, and that's tipped in the air and nearly intercepted. A diving attempt, as that'll bring up a 4th down for TWCA, and down by 11 with 2:16 to go. You know they've got to go for it. So Rourke Hawkins lost a yard. If that was it for him tonight, he'll finish with 17 carries for 175 yards as a timeout is called on the field. And the Second Baptist School faithful are getting excited. We'll take a timeout with them. 2:16 to go in this one. Second Baptist up by 11 on homecoming. Fourth down and 11 coming up for TWCA with 2:16 to go in this game. And it looks like they're going to go for it, which, I mean, down by 11, you have to. Kai Parker back at quarterback. Snap back to him. He's going to look to throw. Throws it down the middle. It's caught for a first down. And they convert on a 4th and 11. And I think that was Keaton Harvey with the catch. So that moves the ball down to the 43 of SBS. 1st and 10, high snap, give to Hawkins. Hawkins up the middle. Hawkins is going to be wrapped up at the 40. And it's a pickup of 3.
I don't know if anybody's following the Astros game while we're live right now, but Altuve just hit a 2-run home run to tie up the game between the Boston Red Sox. Bottom of the 6th, your score is now 3-3.
Ooh.
The first game of the ALCS.
Ooh, first game, yeah. Altuve.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wanted to yell, but I did not want to hurt the ears of our viewers.
You've held it in well.
Oh, yes.
I'll give you that credit. You've held in your fandom well during this game, because I've seen some fist bumps coming from over there. I just didn't know what was happening.
Oh yeah, I look down and I see the ball just going into the Crawford boxes, and I just I held it in.
Held in the excitement.
Yes.
Minute 48 to go in this one. Second Baptist School looking to put a wrap on this.
Gosh, that was a good. Okay. That was. Oh my God.
Second down. Back to throws. Parker, it's tipped in the air, and nobody was there. It could have been an opportunity for SBS to pick it off. But that'll bring up third down. 3rd and 7 from their 40 of Second Baptist School. We've seen that TWCA can convert on a 4th down. So they've done it in this game. Snap back to Parker. Hawkins holds, throw down the middle, way overthrown. The intended target. Yep, the intended target was Blake Wiley, one of their leading wide receivers. So that'll bring up a 4th down. Can they convert another 4th down? Down by 11. And a timeout's going to be taken by TWCA. As you see the replay of the incomplete pass down the field. So the question here is, you're on the 40. You've converted this 4th down array. You had a 4th and 11, you converted. You're facing a 4th and 7 here. You have back-to-back incomplete passes. Here's the thing. You got a minute 38. You don't have to hit the end zone.
You don't. You don't.
You just need to get it past the 33. That's what you're aiming for. So that's probably what Chris McClanahan is telling his guys. He's going, hey, get the first down. If you get the first down, we continue to have life. TWCA still has 2 timeouts. So, you know, if they complete the pass and they can move this offense fast, you know, they potentially can get down and score. Onside kick, get it back. I mean, a lot can happen in a minute 38. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know that. I came from North Shore. Of course, I know with 1 minute.
Oh, you know. Oh, you know that.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Oh, you know. So minute 38, 4th down and 7 from the 40. Snap back to Parker. Parker looking, pressure coming. Parker's going to unload it deep and over the intended run. And the ball will go back to Second Baptist School with a minute 31 to go in the game and up by 11. 2 errant passes to potentially end the game for TWCA.
Yeah, that was way too high. I really don't know what throw that was, but it was the effort was there. It wasn't, the execution wasn't.
Now Second Baptist will take over at their own 40. You wonder if they're just going to go victory formation, take a knee here and end this, and that's what Murdoch's going to do. He'll kneel down at the 36. And it does not look like TWCA is going to take any of their timeouts. And so this one will run down. TWCA took a 24-20 lead at the opening of the 4th quarter. Then it was a 7-yard touchdown by Everett Skillern and a 5-yard touchdown reception by Grayson Kim that ends up making the difference. And they come back and storm back and outscore them 14-7 in the 4th quarter. And they're going to win district game number 30 in a row and improve to 6-1 on the year. The job that J.D. Crisp did tonight, unbelievable. 164 yards receiving. Turner Murdoch, a good night for him. The 1 interception and a couple touchdowns. On the other side, Rorik Hawkins, definitely the player of the game for TWCA. 18 carries, 178 yards. As that final kneel down will do it. Hugs and all in an absolute dogfight mud battle between these two district rivals. TWCA continues, or excuse me, Second Baptist continues to take ownership of this district, and that'll do it. Second Baptist School has won 30 straight district games dating back to 2015. They defeat the Woodlands Christian Academy 34-23. Don't forget to tune in for the Vype post-game show live from the field. We'll have your player of the game interviews, coach interviews, scores from around the Houston area. For Enrique Rodriguez, Jeff Briggs, I'm Joshua Cook, Vype Media. Thanks for tuning in. What a game this was. Big comeback by Second Baptist in the fourth quarter to win it and win on homecoming here on this October 15th. From Second Baptist School in Houston, Texas, good night, everybody. The Eagles, they win, soar to a 34.